to Jail's Movie Life episode 29. This week I am sad to announce that I'm reviewing Hyde Park on Hudson. I saw a preview of this movie earlier in the week, and I wanted to see it because there were a lot of critics claiming that Bill Murray gave an Oscar-worthy performance, and it had Laura Linney, and it seemed very highbrow, artsy-fartsy stuff. But, you know, I like to see the movies that might get nominated for Oscars, so I gave it a shot, and it is horrifically awful. It's the most boring movie I can really ever remember seeing. I mean, ever. And it's not good at all. And we'll get to the grade later, but basically, worst movie of the year for me right now is between Hyde Park on Hudson and The Expendables 2, and this may take it. First of all, I'd like to take to task some of the reviewers. Now, I know movie ads take liberties with sort of condensing quotes and things, but Rex Reed of the New York Observer gave this movie 4 stars. That is about 3.5 to 4 stars too many. Lou Lumenick of the New York Post, you know, that high-quality paper that recently put a photo of a guy getting hit by a train on its cover. Bill Murray's spectacular Oscar-caliber performance is one of the year's delights. No, it's not. It's incredibly boring. He looks nothing like FDR. I know looks is not the only thing, but it's an okay performance in a terrible movie. But here, yeah, this is the ad for it. Awful. It should just say fucking terrible on the paper. The movie, FDR, you know, is a little-known president that you may not know much about, but he did something called, he steered the country through the Great Depression. Perhaps you've heard of it. He helped win, although he didn't end World War II. He helped enter the United States. He had the United States enter World War II, and obviously changed the fate of the world. He engineered one of the greatest, if not the greatest, social programs and public welfare programs for America. So he's got a couple of accomplishments under his belt. But this movie decides to focus on 2 things. How many cousins he apparently fucked, which is where Laura Linney comes in, who's also, I think, a solid actress. I've never been a huge fan, but she's definitely solid. She's complete. Everybody's wasted in this movie. They basically focus on how many cousins he banged. Now, if you don't know, FDR was in a wheelchair due to polio. But I don't think even Larry Flynt has degraded as many women from a wheelchair as FDR did, according to this movie. He was just banging everything, and they all sort of got along. He was probably the first president/pimp, if you watch this movie. Now, that may sound entertaining, but they managed to take all the sex and excitement out of something like that. It would be like if you saw a movie about Bill Clinton, and it was called Bill and Lewinsky, and all they did was show Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky having, like, coffee together and sharing a few jokes, and then that would be the movie. So it may sound titillating, but it's terrible. Even the stuff that might have been salacious or exciting is terrible. But the real crux of the plot is that the King of England, and ever since the King's Speech, when Colin Firth won the Oscar for playing a stuttering dude, I feel like I've seen so many King George movies. That Madonna had one. I feel like I keep seeing that dude show up now in every movie, even though I, never heard shit about him until the King's Speech. The big controversy is that the King of England is visiting FDR at Hyde Park, so it doesn't take place at the White House. It takes place at his, like, upstate New York summer home or whatever, to discuss the United States entering the war. But of course, do they talk about the war at all? No, that would be too exciting and interesting. The big controversy is whether, and this is not a joke, whether or not the King of England should eat the hot dogs that he's served at the picnic on Sunday where the press will be attending. You know, what kind of message that sends. Is that, yeah, exactly, that guy honked because he hates it. What kind of message will that send? And is it too provincial for a head of state or a king to indulge in hot dogs? This movie, I can't stress enough, is such a giant bag of shit. It's boring, it's useless, exactly. And I wish it had never been made, and I wish I had not gotten tickets to it. Even though they were free, I want my money back. I got free tickets, and I feel like I got ripped off. So I'm giving it an F. And I'm declaring it the worst movie of the year. Now, there's a couple of weeks left, but I am declaring Hyde Park on Hudson the worst movie of the year. So, congratulations, Expendables 2, you are off the hook. So in upcoming weeks, I got tickets to the red carpet premiere of Django Unchained. So I'll be hanging out with Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie Foxx, and Christoph Waltz on Tuesday, December 11th. So I'm heading up to that. So I'm excited about that. So that'll be the next review, and then after that will be The Hobbit. So actually, hopefully some really good movies to cleanse the Hyde Park palate. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next week with those 2 reviews. Bye.
Wanna get that feeling